Other behaviors outside the PUI umbrella. Digital hoarding. Digital hoarding is also known as data hoarding, e-hoarding, cyber hoarding, etc. It is when a person accumulates excessive information, files, emails, pictures, etc., that are no longer useful, refusing to delete it. Therefore, it is composed by three main characteristics. Figure 3. The three main characteristics of digital hoarding: own creation, own source. Image. Ilustración de concepto de bandeja de entrada completa, designed by freepik.com. Not so long ago, hoarding only existed in the physical world, where persons accumulated different things. However, due to the transition, hoarding also emerged in the digital world. Digital hoarders store several emails, folders, music, pictures, movies, documents, applications, social media friends, devices, computers, CDs, phones, etc., videos, etc. Types of digital hoarders. Activity: guess the character. Duration: 45 minutes. Objective: to increase knowledge and awareness about the possible situations that digital hoarders have in their daily lives. Step 1. Divide your learners into groups. Step 2. Each group should read the results of the following research. There is more than one type of hoarder: collecting, managing, and hoarding digital data in the workplace. Step 3. Provide to each group the following stories. Story 1. Mike, a college student, never bothered to keep his email inbox organized. He registered for a number of internet services, subscribed to newsletters, and never cancelled any of them. Spam, promotions, unopened messages, and critical emails coexisted in his inbox. One day, among hundreds of unseen promotional emails, Mike lost track of a crucial email from his professor about a deadline to deliver an important essay. Due to this mistake, Mike failed the subject and had to take the whole course again. Mike was determined to make a change, so he spent a whole weekend to organizing his emails, configuring filters, managing spam, and unsubscribing from pointless mailing lists. Even though it was a laborious effort, he felt that it was necessary to take back control of his inbox. Story 2. Susan worked as an administrative assistant at a busy legal firm and was told not to remove any files from the system. Her supervisor told her that every email, document, and communication item had to be preserved. Due to the high number of clients, her computer turned into a maze of files over time, making it challenging to find certain papers when needed. Susan's supervisor once urgently asked to see a report from 3 years ago. She began to feel panicked as she sorted through hundreds of files stored in innumerable folders and subfolders. Her search for the report took hours, adding needless tension and delay. Story 3. Tom was a high school student who enjoyed storing funny videos and memes. Humorous stuff was frequently posted by his friends, and Tom was unable to remove any of it. Tom had frequently some questions in his mind. What if I need that meme to make a person feel better? What if the video is ideal for a later conversation? What would happen if I do not share any funny content? Would I become boring? Memes, GIFs, and videos that he had collected over years were saturating his computer and phone. It took him several minutes to search through the never-ending sea of memes in his gallery, each time he opened it up to find a specific picture. His phone eventually ran out of storage, which made it become very slow. Despite of this, Tom struggles often anytime he needs to erase some memes. He passes many hours to decide which video or meme should be or not deleted. Story 4. As a self-employed graphic designer, Mariana was obsessed with categorizing every kind of digital file. Her computer was arranged with care, with subfolders and folders labeled precisely. She kept everything, including random articles, obsolete instructions she came across online, previous design concepts, client comments, screenshots of other designers, etc. Although Mariana's computer was well organized, her behavior was excessive. Organizing and labeling files took up more of Martha's time than working on her tasks. One day, she became aware that her productivity was being negatively impacted by the hours she was spending going through files she will never use. When her clients started to notice delays in her work, Mariana had to face her obsessive behavior. She made the decision to save just the information that was required and pertinent to her ongoing projects, which freed her up to concentrate more on her creative work and less on pointless file maintenance. Step 4. Ask them to read the stories and identify the type of digital hoarder that is more related to each of the characters. Who is an anxious hoarder? Who is a compliant hoarder? Who is a disengaged hoarder? Who is an obsessive collector? Step 5. Each group should pass to the front and write down their results. The group that finishes first and correctly will win. Step 6. Review the following results. Anxious hoarder, Tom, story 3. Compliant hoarder, Susan, story 2. Disengaged hoarder, Mike, story 1. Obsessive collector, Mariana, story 4. Step 7. Motivate them to read the following subchapter about the consequences of digital hoarding. Consequences of digital hoarding. Reduced productivity. File difficulty. An excessive amount of digital files can make hard to find particular documents or information quickly. This causes time loss and less efficiency in daily tasks. Disorganization. Some people experience difficulties in concentration and setting priorities in a disorganized digital environment. Problems while working in teams. When it comes to digital hoarding, colleagues struggle to obtain information quickly, which can impede communication and cooperation in a work environment. Problems with device performances. Slower speed. Using too much storage space can slow down devices' performance, which makes apps operate more slowly. Crashes. Devices with almost full storage can have constant crashes in their operating systems. Risks to security. Outdated software. Hoarding can result in the preservation of files and software that are no longer up to date, which puts devices at risk of security flaws and online attacks. Sensitive information. The likelihood of sensitive information being hacked or disclosed rises with the amount of data that is accumulated. Non-efficient storage resources. Extra expenditures. Buying extra storage solutions might become necessary when people are constantly running out of storage space. This can become expensive over time, allocating budget on these services rather than more important daily life products. Ineffective utilization of resources. Digital hoarders do not use of storage devices, cloud, etc. in an effective way, considering that they accumulate content that they do not use, duplicated information, etc. Neglect of crucial information. Lost critical files. In the digital chaos, crucial files and papers might disappear, making difficult to find crucial information. Missing opportunities. A cluttered inbox or instant messaging might cause not reading important communications. Impediment to technological adjustment. Some digital hoarders can experience resistance towards the adoption of innovative organizing tools, preferring to use ineffective techniques that only serve to increase their clutter. Effect on the Earth. Energy consumption. Excessive data storage needs the use of electricity in big servers, especially when using cloud storage services. This is an obstacle in the efforts to reduce CO2 in the environment. Driving and its risks. Several surveys have indicated that there is a notable increase in the likelihood of accidents involving drivers who use their mobiles. The study, Association Between Cellular Telephone Calls and Motor Vehicle Collisions, states that the use of cellular telephones in motor vehicles is associated with a quadrupling of the risk of a collision during the brief period of a call. The study, a comparison of the cell phone driver and the drunk driver, shares that the impairments associated with using a cell phone while driving can be as profound as those associated with driving while drunk. Using internet applications can be risky for a number of reasons. Visual distraction. When you use your mobile phone or other device, you can get distracted and miss lights, traffic, road conditions, etc. Cognitive distraction. While looking on the mobile phone, it is harder for a person to comprehend what is going on if something changes on the road. Lack control. When people are using a device with one hand, for example, scrolling their mobile to search for a specific song, they do not possess the total control of the car. This can become risky whenever they need to make an unexpected turn with the steering wheel. Reaction time. Delay. As people using mobiles are not totally aware to what is happening in the road, when an unexpected event happens, they react slower. This can cause an accident that could be prevented in the first instance. Lose of judgment. People might not be aware of their speed or proximity with other cars when they are involved in long mobile conversations, scrolling, film, game, etc. Some of the bad practices of using the internet while driving are typing and sending text messages, reading texts, scrolling on websites, social media, etc., posting updates, liking and commenting, using the GPS, entering destinations or searching for locations, looking for a song, managing playlists, watch videos, phone and video calls, taking selfies, recording videos. Driving while using the phone increase the risks such as lose money due to expensive fines, crash, hurt somebody else, run over somebody, etc. Being involved in legal problems, lack of support from the insurance agency, irreparable damages such as death, etc. Activity. The case of Obdulia Sanchez. Duration, 2 hours. The objective of the activity is to raise awareness on the irreparable consequences that can arise for using the mobile phone while driving. Step 1. Watch the video. California woman live-streamed death of teen sister. Step 2. Carry out a group reflection through the questions below. What do you think motivates youngsters or adults to engage in risky behaviors, like live streaming while driving, despite being aware of the potential dangers? How does the tragic outcome in this situation illustrate the importance of personal responsibility when driving? How might peer pressure or the influence of social media trends affect a person's decision-making while driving? Do you think that viewers of live streams have any responsibility when they witness someone engaging in a dangerous behavior? What strategies could be implemented to prevent incidents like this? What kind of technologies could be developed? Step 3. Divide your learners in groups. Ask them to develop a car or one of its parts, such as a steering wheel, using recycled materials. Ask them to include a creative slogan as a campaign for preventing the use of the internet while driving. Step 4. Paste the materials around the facilities so other learners raise awareness on the topic. FOMO. FOMO, or fear of missing out, is when some persons have a constant worry that they may be missing out fulfilling experiences that others are living. Being obsessed of missing out new experiences, social opportunities, or other joyful events is what defines this type of social anxiety. In many cases, FOMO is fueled by social media's pervasiveness, making people to continually check their devices for updates and notifications. This can start a never-ending cycle of comparison and dissatisfaction. The fear that others are having better lives or more fun can make people to have feelings of stress, inadequacy, and discontentment with their own lives. FOBO. FOBO, or fear of better options, is a dilemma that has emerged from the abundance of choices available. This phenomenon occurs when people are paralyzed by the possibility that a better option might exist, leading to high difficulties while making decisions. For example, people with FOBO browse excessively when they want to select a restaurant, buy a product, etc. FOBO can cause significant stress and indecision. This fear, in many cases, is exacerbated by the extensive information available online. Therefore, individuals have a sensation that there is always a superior option just around the corner. MOMO. MOMO, also known as mystery of missing out, is a more generalized fear of without knowing exactly what they are missing. Individuals can develop a nebulous sense that there are undiscovered possibilities, unnoticed happenings occurring, etc. MOMO is a fear of the unknown and the unseen, as opposed to FOMO, which is brought on by witnessing what other people are doing. Without a real proof, some people develop anxiety, being involved in a condition of perpetual watchfulness about what they could be missing. FOGI. The fear and anxiety associated with the idea of engaging in social or group activities is known as FOGI, or fear of joining in. This anxiety can be generated in some people due to different reasons, such as lack of confidence, fear of being judged, bad experiences in the past. FOGI often causes people to shy away from social settings, which results in missed chances for interaction and connection. ROMO. The realization and acceptance that one can miss particular opportunities or experiences is known as ROMO, or reality of missing out. In contrast to FOMO, which stems from a fear of possible loss, ROMO is based on the acceptance of real limitations. These limitations can be related to money, time, individual situations, etc. Although this realization might initially cause regret or disappointment, it also presents a chance for development and reflection. Accepting ROMO means realizing that not everyone can attend every event or take advantage of every chance, and it pushes people to prioritize the quality of their experiences rather than a number. In ROMO, individuals learn to prioritize what is really important for them and get fulfillment from their chosen opportunities. JOMO. Joy of missing out, or JOMO, stands for the satisfaction and sense of fulfillment that come from choosing to follow our own path and also being capable in spending time with ourselves, rather than being stressed for trying to participate in many social activities or events. JOMO is the practice of enjoying the here and now without feeling any obligation to stay involved or connected all the time. It highlights the need of taking time for relaxation, maintaining personal space, and engaging in things that truly make us happy and fulfilled. Reaching JOMO will result in a life that is more aware and balanced, which lowers negative feelings and improves well-being. It encourages people to enjoy their own company and hobbies instead than being distracted by the trending demands of the online world. Activity. Identify FOMO, FOBO, MOMO, FOGI, ROMO, YOMO. Duration. 15 minutes. Objective. To identify the presence of FOMO, FOBO, MOMO, FOGI, ROMO, YOMO through examples of real, common situations. Step 1. Read the following examples and mention if each of them is FOMO, FOBO, MOMO, FOGI, ROMO, YOMO. Acceptance of not being able to control all restaurants' menu. Acceptance of not being able to control all the events that are happening in social media. Being nervous to play on a new sports team because you think you are not qualified. Deciding to go with my best friend to our favorite restaurant, rather than going to a trending place to become more popular at school. Feeling anxious about going to a social event where you do not know anybody. In the end, you refuse to go. Hesitating to purchase a new phone because you think that a better model will be out soon. Joy of not controlling social media obsessively to attend to new events. Lack of facts, but weird sensations that other friends are spending time together without you. Looking in social media about your friend's spontaneous road trip that they took while you stayed at home over the weekend. Not feeling bad about missing social opportunities. Recognizing that a trip with friends is out of your budget and putting your attention into saving money instead. Rejecting a good job, expecting that a better offer could come along. Searching for restaurants for hours due to a concern that you will make the wrong dinner choice. The fear that your life is not going as good enough as your friends' posts. The need of having the same trending shoes that the most popular people at your school are posting. The sense that you missed out something wonderful when friends post their stories about a concert that you were unable to attend. Worried that you may have missed some significant updates on social media, since you were not able to check it during your expedition in the mountains. Worrying that you will not fit in at your new school. Step 2. Review your answers. Example 1. ROMO. Example 2. ROMO. Example 3. FOGI. Example 4. YOMO. Example 5. FOGI. Example 6. FOBO. Example 7. YOMO. Example 8. MOMO. Example 9. FOMO. Example 10. YOMO. Example 11. ROMO. Example 12. FOBO. Example 13. FOBO. Example 14. FOMO. Example 15. FOMO. Example 16. FOMO. Example 17. MOMO. Example 18. FOGI. Step 3. Make some internal reflections about the following questions. How and why do you feel when you see other people commenting about events or experiences that you did not participate? Do you frequently use your phone or social media to see what other people are up to? How is your mood affected by this? Is there a recent instance where you felt as though you were missing something? How did you respond to such circumstance? How often do you find yourself delaying on taking decisions because you are not sure whether there is a better option? What priority do you normally give to opportunities and events in your life? Do you apply a specific criteria while you are making these choices? Are you frequently apprehensive or hesitant to participate in social or group activities? If so, why? When you choose to do something different than what it is seen on social media, how does that make you feel? Streaming and videos overuse. Videos overuse. Because video platforms are carefully crafted to draw and hold users' attention with a multitude of features, people can become addicted to them. The availability of short videos that instantly grab the attention of the viewer is one of the main causes of this addiction. Videos platforms can offer short duration videos that are simple to watch, providing people with entertainment, education, etc. in a matter of seconds. Due to its short duration, individuals can get engaged watching one after another, creating a cycle in which they constantly seek out to the next clip. It is really simple for viewers to lose track of how long they have been viewing, thanks to the short, interesting clips and the smooth transition between them. As the user becomes more immersed in the site, minutes might easily stretch into hours, not being aware of the time they have spent. Another important component of the platforms that causes engagement of the viewer is their algorithms. Its main objective is to display videos that closely correspond with the user's interests and watching history. The algorithm makes sure that there is always something fresh and interesting to watch by consistently presenting information that the viewer is likely to love, which makes it tough for the user to leave. Another important factor contributing to video platforms' addictive qualities is the sense of community they encourage. Users are active participants who publish their own videos, posting comments on other people's work, and interact with a community of people with same interests. They are not just passive consumers of material. Users are encouraged to return to the site often to check for new comments, reply, and look at their videos' reactions, etc. The regularity with which the user returns to the platform is reinforced by this ongoing interaction with the community, intensifying their need on it. Lastly, a major factor in the addictiveness of many video services is their infinite scroll feature. Thanks to this function, users may browse through an endless stream of material without ever coming to a stop. Users find it extremely difficult to know when to stop viewing, because there is always another video only a swipe away in the lack of obvious pauses or end points. Streaming. Especially for younger audiences, streaming platforms might encourage addiction because of how simple it is to obtain complete seasons of series for binge watching. The temptation of rapid pleasure and their abundance of free time can lead to marathon viewing sessions, when young people watch episode after episode without stopping. The excitement to follow a plot without having to wait for weekly episodes fosters prolonged watching habits that have the potential to swiftly turn into addiction. Streaming systems are designed to minimize the time between episodes. The next episode starts just after the previous one concludes thanks to autoplay features, which eliminate any natural pauses that could otherwise entice viewers to take a break. Because there is always something new to see, viewers may find difficult to keep track of time and wind up watching several episodes or even full seasons in one sitting. Younger viewers may find it especially tempting to continue, since they frequently feel pressured to keep up with their friends, who are also viewing the same shows. This may start a vicious cycle, where watching becomes more about staying current than it does about enjoyment, making it necessary to continue watching even when it gets in the way of other obligations. Furthermore, many streaming programs have an immersive quality. Complex storylines or cliffhanger endings are more applied to captivate audiences, encouraging them to continue watching episodes. These cliffhangers can have a psychological effect on viewers, causing them to stay up late watching, upsetting their sleep schedules and daily routines. The multiple pictures effect. The digital world has grown to be a force in our society, frequently influencing our perceptions of both ourselves and other people. The need to post the ideal photo has become more common. The meticulously manicured pictures of peers and influencers where each image seems to represent an idealized version of reality, feed this need for perfection. People will often make sure that their images seem as beautiful as possible because they fear being evaluated or not fulfilling these ideals. This may lead to a constant stress. Because of this, taking a quick photo may turn into a laborious process that involves carefully examining every aspect, including the lighting, perspective, facial expression, etc. However, despite of all of this, many people discover that they are never satisfied with the initial photograph they took, due to the ongoing search for the ideal shot. Therefore, many pictures at the same spot are taken. They keep going through this procedure until they eventually have a picture that complies with their expectations. What should be a joyful moment, it can turn into a frustrating one, due to the never-ending loop of discontent and retakes. Friends and family members are frequently drawn into this tedious activity, taking multiple pictures in an attempt to get the ideal picture. The pursuit of the perfect shot can become obsessional, where every small flaw is identified. This is not only limited to important moments or exceptional occasions. It is present in trips, parties, or even in daily activities. People can spend a lot of time shooting and retaking pictures, unable to fully appreciate the sights and sounds of the real environment until they have obtained an image suitable for posting on social media. This can needlessly consume energy, since it takes a lot of work to take plenty of pictures throughout the day, which leaves less time for the rest of the activities. The continual pressure to get every moment just right might steal the fun from the real activity and make it seem more like a set of pictures than a relaxing getaway. When this repetitive behavior intensifies, it may result in an unhealthy obsession with perfection. The toll it takes might cause people to become disconnected from the same moments they are attempting to capture. They may experience a sense of emptiness, as the pursuit of the ideal picture vanishes the real purpose of having fun. This vicious cycle of pressure, discontent, and obsession highlights the increasing influence of social media on our lives, where the need to project an idealized picture of ourselves can occasionally come at the expense of real joy and real experiences. Quiz. 1. What is digital hoarding? A. It is when a person accumulates excessive information, files, emails, pictures, etc., that are no longer useful, refusing to delete it. B. It is watching, often pornography. C. It is when a person hides behaviors. D. When a person has denial in their addictions. Correct answer, A. 2. Is when some persons have a constant worry that they may be missing out fulfilling experiences that others are living. A. FOMO. B. JOMO. C. ROMO. D. MOFO. Correct answer, A. 3. What is PUI? A. Person using internet. B is defined as a person's inability to control his or her own internet use, leading to disruption and impairment in the fulfillment of social, work, and personal commitments. C. Possibilities of using internet. D. It is a manual that includes more than 500 diseases. Correct answer, B. 4. Which of the following facts is false? A. Gaming disorder is when a person has a frequent and obsessive behavior in playing video games. B. Gaming disorder is not included in the ICD-11. C. Gaming disorder can have a boundary with gambling disorder. D. Gaming disorder can have a boundary with disorders due to substance use. Correct answer, B. 5. Which of the following facts is false? A. Gambling disorder is a clinical picture characterized by repetitive and persistent gambling behavior. B. Gambling disorder is included in the ICD-11, but not in the DSM-5. C. Gambling disorder can have a boundary with personality disorder. D. Gambling disorder can have a boundary with disorders due to substance use. Correct answer, B. 6. Which of the following facts is false? A. The compulsive buying shopping disorder is an uncontrolled shopping and spending behavior. B. The compulsive buying shopping disorder might generate financial problems due to an accumulation of debts. C. Compulsive buying shopping disorder is included in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition. D. Compulsive shoppers are not able to disengage from purchasing habits. Correct answer, C. 7. Which of the following facts is true? A. An internet pornography. Viewing disorder is included in the ICD-11, but not in the DSM-5. B. An internet pornography. Viewing disorder is not stigmatized. C. An internet pornography. Viewing disorder, IPD, is a problematic behavior where people consume pornography in an excessive way, affecting their lives. D. It is very hard to have access to pornographic content. Correct answer, C. 8. Which of the following facts is true? A. Social media disorder is included in the ICD-11, but not in the DSM-5. B. Social media disorder only exists in younger generations. C. Social media disorder is only watching videos online. D. The social media disorder is characterized by an excessive use of social media platforms. Correct answer, D. 9. Which of the following is not a type of cyberbullying behavior? A. Online harassment. B. Dissing. C. Dogfish. D. Masquerading. Correct answer, C. 10. Which of the following statements is false? A. Hypochondria sufferers frequently are involved in compulsive internet health research for symptoms or health diseases. B. The more they do research about their possible diseases, the more they can have anxiety. C. One example of hypochondria is when a person has a common cold and they self-diagnose as a lung cancer. D. Financial problems never are related to hypochondria sufferers. Correct answer, D.